just irreverent.
Welcome back to Gravitating Away, y'all. I'm gonna speak real quick and let you watch the clips. Fat Joe made recent comments basically throwing YouTube content creators under the bus. I'm gonna say more after the video. Stay tuned.
I'm guilty. Sometimes I watch this YouTube. And so what I know about YouTube is that they got guys on there that are absolutely nobody. But I mean nobody. I'm trying to figure out what's the criteria. What have they done? Have they produced this? You know, sometimes I'll be watching like reality shows, Love and Hip Hop, and they got guys on there that I don't know what they did on the TV show, and they're loving him. It's blasphemy to tell me that these guys are like stars or they created. It's crazy, right? And I'm not calling out just that show because Mona Scott's a good friend of mine. But when you look at YouTube, you really see some guys with anywhere from 20,000, 200,000, whatever views of people watching them that we don't know if these guys are child predators or pornography. We don't know shit about these guys. Once again, it goes back to the shock value. If a motherfucker tell you, yo, I had dinner last night with an alien, he was sitting right here, and they keep saying it credible enough, confident enough, you start believing this guy hangs out with aliens. And I do know, all right, it's an era where social media, where everybody has an opportunity to be somebody and say whatever, but yo, you cannot be letting these morons take up time in your brain. Guys who never accomplished nothing. We don't know who these guys are. And they up here criticizing and talking about shit. Who are you? BJ, what's up, my brother? Who are these guys? What have you done?
So you got all this to say, Pun, about who are they? What have they done? Clearly, you're not a man of honor. I mean, the people in your circle probably think you are because we know money rules the world. Money make things go round. I mean, I'm not going to even speak on Big Pun's wife. Whatever you and her had going on, dealing with the finances, I'm not touching that. What about his children? In terms of them being adults, not when they were kids. What about some of your terror squad members who have interesting things to say about you? I mean, how do you really feel about Pun? You love to call him Twin, right? You want to talk bad about YouTube content creators, talking about who are they. Well, let me let these YouTube content creators know who you are in terms of how you feel about people you call twin. These are in your words.
Do you feel like your relationship with Pun's family and certain other people from Terror Squad could ever be mended?
You know, I never like to say never. Bro, I will never stand beside these people ever in life.
This is a man that doesn't stand on what he says. Steadily ignoring, I would say, the moral responsibility, not legal responsibility to look out for Pun's kids, but the moral responsibility of someone you call twin. But furthermore, Cuban Link makes it a little bit better than I could ever say, because this is a man that was in your corner. So this is what Link had to say about you, and after he's done, I'm going to talk about this YouTube thing.
It's your boy Cuban Link, CLK Entertainment in the building. I would just like to address Fat Joe and Mr. Joseph Cartagena and his respond or his statement to the Big Pun Plaza unveiling. And as far as, you know, Liza, Rios, which is Pun's wife, his kids, Vanessa, Amanda, Chris. As far as him talking about he doesn't will ever stand next to us. When I say us, those are the names that I just dropped. Me, myself, and everybody that came from Pun. Listen, it's never been about that. You know what I'm saying? He says Pun was his twin, and he says prayers. He said his prayers to Pun. Pun has been gone for 20 years, so his prayers. You don't usually use the word prayer to people like that who's been gone already. You know what I'm saying? Like, his prayers to Pun. Like, he's not here anymore, like, physically. So, you know what I'm saying? He's definitely watching from above, and he's being represented from down here in Earth. So, another thing is that, if you love Pun, like you say you love Pun, usually love has a trail of actual physical attributes or things that you have done for him. Right, so if you love Pun, what you have done for him, I want to know. We all want to know what you've done him. You know what I'm saying? Since you love him, and I want to see what things in his name have you fought for? Because even the war has been a problem with you. You know what I'm saying? Like keep repainting the wall every year, like we said we was gonna do. It was really my idea to do the wall, and you know what I'm saying, and. We was all there, but I was the first one who did the first wall. It was my idea to tell TAT to actually paint that, and I paid for it, through my budget to paint the first Pun wall in Rogers Place, 163rd. After that, it's like, the street, the actual street naming, for a street to be named after Pun was actually something that I would have expected you to take, control of and made it happen way back. Remember, it's 20 years and this is when it's getting done. The way, like, y'all two are best friends, this war would have been, this name thing would have been happened for Pun to get his street named after him. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all was doing a lot of events together, and, you know what I'm saying? I would figure that you use your power and your love for Pun to make that happen real, quick after his passing. You know what I'm saying? In 2000. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what I'm saying. There's things like that I would expect you to have the power to be pulling strings to make happen for Pun, and you haven't. You never did it. You never did it. So I want to know what love. Did you make a foundation for him? A big Pun foundation where, his fans could, represent him? Did you, I know, we already know you didn't do nothing for the family because of, you know what I'm saying, your relationship with Liza. So, if you're talking about you love your brother Pun, you're supposedly twin, what have you done that showed your love towards him?
We just heard what Link said, and many of us, especially my age or older, we had a general idea, but let me move further beyond all of this. For a lot of you celebrities, rappers, athletes, when the pandemic hit, all of a sudden you guys come in a space where, Pun, us regular folks, the people you say, who are you, who are they? This was a space for a lot of people to find a way and make a way. And you said, what have they accomplished? What have they done? Well, I'll tell you. They found a space to bring finances to their family, to bring recognition to the works that they did. You don't have to know who they are. These are people that are so-called nobodies, but built a platform that you found your way in to make money off of. People hate to throw roses and to give respect. So they like to sweep under the rug the things that you do that they watch. They pretend they don't know, but they watch. All of these celebrities saw the spaces that made people become a somebody to their communities, their circles, their families, provided a way, made sure they'll have food, made sure their bills will be paid. And a lot of these celebrities invaded this space. See, I took a long time to come on YouTube, and I knew I could try to do this because I know the tools that I got in my mind to do the same thing. It takes time, it takes patience, I get it. But while I considered getting on YouTube. For over a decade. I had my page. I just never did nothing with it. But the amount of subscriptions I had was because the support I have for content creators, the respect I have for content creators. That respect is felt through many of us. That's why television is so irrelevant in the digital era. But none of you should let people like that say things like this and let it be dismissed. It's very disrespectful to assume that to be a content creator on YouTube, you had to be a rapper, a ball player, or this or that. No, all of you guys are coming on here late. Y'all Johnny come latelys, man. It's a disservice to the people that spent countless hours trying to craft their work, trying to mold something that they know has potential, and to bring it to the world and share things that could be their downfall, things that's allowed other people to expose them. I mean, this is something very personal that you're doing. Does that mean that I got to show you all my family, which some of us will, some of us won't? Does that mean I got to show you my driver's license? Fat Joe, you and your rapper cohorts and your other celebrities, we don't know you guys. You think because you rapped and glorified the street life that end of the day was nothing beneficial to this community, you think that made you a somebody? So you hop on YouTube, now you should be glorified? Check yourself, brother. Check yourself when you in this space, because it took a bunch of nobodies to help build this space for you to bring your fat ass on and come do what you do. For all these little loser celebrities that fumbled the bag, now they're trying to find their way on here to come get another bag. Shut your fat ass up. That's how I feel about people like you. How the hell you guys get up and hate? As Honeycomb Brazy said, if I ever go to sleep hating on a ninja, don't let me wake up. Some of you rappers need to take that into consideration. It's your boy Gravitating Away. Check me out again. Like, share, subscribe. We're going to keep doing this, and we're going to keep being nobodies that make it to somewhere, becoming somebody. A bunch of nobodies finding a way. How you like that, Fat Joe? I'm out.
It's just the